Who are the worst teams to rebuild? The teams you do not want to rebuild in this upcoming EA College Football 25 game. Now, these are going to be very. This is going to vary. This is going to be for the sake of your controller, or this for it to be hard. Now, we're not going to only go over like the top teams. We're going to go over, you know, the teams that you shouldn't rebuild. And I'm actually going to give a reason on why you should not. Now, first off is Ohio State. Now, this one's not obvious. I mean, think about it. Ohio State has been they're the top. Now, lately they've been getting owned by Michigan. Lately, I don't want to say all the time, but lately they've been getting owned by Michigan. So, of course, you know, I guess you could rebuild them or to stop them from getting owned by Michigan. Michigan ain't gonna be good anymore. Ever since they lost that head coach of theirs, they ain't gonna be good. Like they should. We're gonna be we're not gonna be alright, but we're not gonna be what they just did last year. Heck, even the year before, I don't see them winning more than 10 games. Okay, I don't see them making the. Okay, I could see them winning more than 10 games, but I don't see them making a deep run in the playoff like they usually do. Now, that's one. Now I know it's an Ohio State, but I'm seeing Michigan too. Actually, yes, Michigan. I changed my mind. Michigan's a good team, but Ohio State is not because Ohio State. No, Michigan is not, but we'll have to that later. Ohio State has one of the most overpowered offenses. First off, you're recruiting basically for the whole state of Ohio because every single guy who lives in Ohio wants to go to Ohio State. Unless you live in another college town, then you probably want to go like if you lived in another college town, you probably want to go to like somewhere else. But yeah. But you'd still probably want to go to Ohio State. And let's not just talk about how I got juked that home. Okay. Next up is Oregon. Now, Oregon is similar to Ohio State. Now, first off, they just had so much success. What the heck? My thing just glitched out. I don't know. I think so. But am I still recording? Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, I had to make sure my screen just went blank. I don't know if you all see. Now, Oregon is one of like the teams that you shouldn't rebuild because they are going to be well off. They are going to be well off. Okay, this better not happen in the Newcastle market. That is one of the cheesiest players, Anthony Richardson. That should never happen. But Oregon's well off. Dylan Gabriel's probably one of the top, probably the top quarterback in the Big Ten. You have a great receiving core of two potential first round picks. They'll be well off, okay? They're not a team to rebuild. They're gonna be well off for what they're doing. There's not really a reason to rebuild. Next up is New Mexico. And this is just for the sake of your sanity. Because I do not want to see your controller split in half because of that. Now, as we all know, New Mexico is one of the most irrelevant states. I live in Arkansas, and I'm rebuilding Arkansas State, so of course we're irrelevant, okay? But New Mexico State is probably even more. Now, at least Arkansas has Walmart, okay? That's something we got going for us. Now, what New Mexico has, other than being like super dangerous, they have like, in my opinion, I don't know. So, there's not going to be a lot of recruits there. A lot of recruits anyway are probably going to get stolen by New Mexico State. Because as we all know, New Mexico State is probably better than New Mexico. And that's not a probably. That is an if. We all know New Mexico is better. Or New Mexico State is better than New Mexico. So how your recruits will go there or surrounding city. Or, colleges. Okay, next up, this team is generationally trash. You're gonna have to rebuild something with nothing. Okay, that's gonna be one rebuild that you're gonna. I'm gonna just say you're gonna have a fun time with them. You know, get what I mean? You're gonna have a real fun time rebuilding them. Now, next up is Kent State. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kent State plays in Ohio. Now, this is going to be the same for teams like or any of the lower levels. Because you're not gonna get a lot of recruits. You're not. All your recruits that you want to go after will probably go to Ohio State. Okay? And even after that, you play the MAC. The MAC is one of the most, like, just conferences. Like, I never thought, unless it's actually a good game, of turning on just like normally, just turning on a MAC game. Now I do this a lot with the Power Five, the bad teams. But no, it's like I've never turned on a MAC game. I need to quit that. But yes, I've never turned on a MAC game unless it's like either a great game or B like a big rivalry. Now I'll turn on a game like an SEC game, but never a MAC game. Never. Now, next up is Georgia. It's about time. Georgia is one of the most now, except the bad teams. A lot of these teams, if you're playing in an online dynasty, they would be perfect to use. Like absolutely amazing. Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Oregon. Those are the four I just named. I talked about Michigan. I'm not gonna talk about them again. Those would be some amazing teams to rebuild. Like, if you're playing head to head, like online, you're gonna have to rebuild. Those are some perfect teams. Okay, you're gonna have some time rebuilding, like a fun time. Just like if you're playing against your friends, you have to rebuild. Now, but that's different. You're playing to win. You're not playing for fun to rebuild. You're playing to win. So in that case, these teams are horrible. And Georgia is like fight along. Georgia is one of the easiest recruiting places ever. You're gonna get you're gonna average at least what, 15 recruits a year? Nationally too. Like you're gonna get 15 recruits just from Georgia alone. But you're gonna average a trillion recruits. It is gonna be so easy to recruit from me. Next up is Alabama. And that's for the same reason. Alabama, easy team to recruit. Even if they lost their star head coach, easy team to recruit. It's not, like for a lot of these teams, it is not going to be fun to recruit. Or it's not going to be fun to play just because you're going to dominate all your opponents. Like it is not going to be, have these, you take joy in rebuilding a team. Not just so you can destroy every team. If you want to do that, you need to just play now. Or online dynasty. You don't play rebuild for that. Kind of the ones I missed, but for me, that's about it. That's about all the teams that you should not rebuild. Because you can calm down some other teams, but that's just the general basics. That is it. Peace.